Hello, welcome again. We are covering the subject compressible fluid flow for civil services main, IFS and GATE aerospace exam. So we derived one relation between area and velocity for quasi one-dimensional flow. In the last video, that relationship was dA by A is equal to bracket m square minus 1 bracket close du by u. Now we'll analyze the result of this equation. So our topic is analysis of area velocity relation. So here first information that we get from this equation is if we put m is equal to 0, then this will be your minus 1, okay, and dA by A will be equal to minus 1 du by u, or we can say dA by A plus du by u is equal to 0, or if we integrate it will be ln A plus ln u is equal to 6, or ln AU is equal to 6, or we can say AU constant. So that is the continuity equation for incompressible flow. Here density is not taken because density is constant. We have assumed that density is constant because actual continuity equation is rho A1 U1 is equal to rho 2 A2 U2, or rho AU is constant. So here rho is constant, so AU will also be constant. So this is the equation for incompressible flow. So if we take m is equal to 0, then it is valid for incompressible flow. Or in previous uh, videos we also considered that if m is less than 0.2, it can be considered as incompressible flow. So this proof this. If m is 0, then it is purely incompressible flow. Okay. So now hence its limit correspond to incompressible flow for which AU is constant. So now in the second case, if we take m less than 1, okay, or we can say and the flow is subsonic flow, then if we increase the velocity, increase velocity means du is positive, then there will be a decrease in area. How? If we take m less than 1, then this term will be negative. Okay. Now if we take du positive, then this will be positive. So negative into positive will be negative, and that is equal to dA by A. So it means area is decreasing when we increase the velocity. So this is the duct showing this, and when we increase the velocity, or when we want to increase the velocity, then the duct is called nozzle. So in case of subsonic flow, nozzle is like that, duct of decreasing area. Okay, and here vice versa is also there. So it means if we increase the velocity, sorry, if we decrease the velocity, area will increase like that. If we decrease the velocity, then du is negative. This term is first term is always negative, so this is also negative. So this will become positive. So there will be increase in area. So when we increase the velocity, or when we want to increase the velocity, then the duct required is your diffuser. So for subsonic flow, the duct of increasing area is your diffuser. Okay. So this is your nozzle for subsonic flow, and this is your diffuser for subsonic flow. So therefore, familiar results from incompressible flow. So in incompressible flow, like in Venturi, if area increases, then velocity decreases. If velocity decreases, area will increase. Okay, vice versa. So this is because here we have seen that in incompressible flow, AU is constant. If U increases, A decreases. If A increases, U decreases. So here also, if U is increasing, area is decreasing. If U is decreasing, area is increasing. So this is similar to incompressible flow. Therefore, familiar results from the incompressible flow that the velocity increases in converging duct and decreases in diverging duct still hold true for subsonic compressible flow. So for subsonic compressible flow and for incompressible flow, the duct will be of same kind. Okay. Now if we take supersonic flow, if m is greater than 1, then we want to increase the velocity, then increase in area is required. How? If m is greater than 1, then this quantity will always be positive. This quantity always be positive. And if m is supersonic, then this quantity always be positive, and we want to increase velocity, then du will be positive and dA by A will be positive. Okay, positive into positive is positive, so then there will be increase in area. So if the flow is supersonic and if we want to increase the velocity, then increase in area is required, reverse of previous case. So now if du is negative, then this is always positive, so this is negative, so dA by A is just negative. Okay, so it means decrease in area is required. So the duct in which velocity is increasing is called nozzle. For supersonic case, the area increases for nozzle, and the duct which is used to decrease the velocity is called diffuser, and area decreases in supersonic decrease. Okay. So here reading this point again. For m greater than 1 supersonic flow, an increase in velocity is associated with an increase in area and vice versa. For m greater than 1, dA by A is equal to m square minus 1 within bracket into du by u. So if m is greater than 1, this is positive. So if du is positive, then dA will also be positive. If du is negative, then dA will be negative. And these are the ducts corresponding to this condition. Hence, so here, hence we have a striking difference in comparison to subsonic flow. For supersonic flow, velocity increases in diverging duct and decreases in converging duct. So reverse situation occurs when the flow changes from subsonic to supersonic. So now what happens when the flow is sonic flow? So for sonic flow, m is equal to 1. If m is 1, then this quantity is 0. This quantity is 0. So dA by A is 0. Okay. dA by A is 0. So it means there is no change in area. So that corresponds to either minimum area or maximum area mathematically. But generally the minimum area is the physical realistic solution. Okay. Generally we have minimum area at this section. Okay. According to mathematics, it can be minimum area or maximum area, but it is the minimum area in real sense when m is 1.